All right, guys, we're live again. Carrying on with our Solitaire ASL historical campaign, Barbarossa. Right now we're setting up for Mission 7. Let's do a quick recap of Mission 6, that debacle that happened. So what you're seeing there on the screen is a snapshot of what the game looked like at mission end. Those gray hexes were our suspects were all going to be exiting off the east edge of the map board. I was pretty well pinned down in the west edge of the map board, and so they were going to be able to exit unimpeded. My two advanced scouts on the south and on the north both killed, as well as a 127 squad. I tried to further send up north or east to do some advanced activations. He died as well. So I've basically lost 4 crews and 2 half squads in the pursuit of this mission. Steppe terrain is interesting. It's wide open, and unluckily for me, I spawned a 426 with a heavy machine gun in the wrong spot, and it was able to decimate my mortar crews, who routed off the board and killed one outright. And it was just a general pain in the ass before I was able to neutralize it. And then, of course, there's also 458 at the center right of the screen. I was able to eliminate my forward scout. Just made for a bad day overall. So I called it after turn 1. I basically just held place and retreated. And it's the second Russian victory in a row. The first one was that redacted tank assault. Now they've won this pursuit mission. So we're going into mission 7 right now with a campaign total victory point score of 3. So talking about the game roster, this is what it looks like for mission 6. There's my losses. 2 half squads, 4 crews. I also lost an ATR in the process, had to leave it on the field. And 19-0 is a total victory point totals for the Russians, so they get another win. That brings that campaign game mission up to number 7 for the next mission, and the victory point total is now 3. So 5 wins and 2 losses heading into the 7th mission. Yeah. Luckily for me, my reinforcements have started to roll in. I'm only down 1 mortar crew. I was able to replace my 2 half squads, as well as 3 of the crews, and I was also able to finally get my HMG back, which, if you remember from the previous mission, I had lost after the refit phase of mission number 5. So I'm looking fairly full strength. Only thing missing is a single 127 to man my other mortar. One of my leaders is also demoted because I lost. So I originally had a 9-2, a 9-1, an 8-1. Then I had 2 9-1s and an 8-1. Now I have a 9-1 and 2 8-1s. So losses are definitely hurting my my leadership rating. I'm hoping I can change that in the next mission, which is going to be a recon mission. Now, we're playing the Hans Mielens Barbarossa campaign, and we're going to be dealing with mission number 7, recon the city. So this is going to be a change to what I normally expect a recon mission to be. This one's going to be all village and city boards, which I'll show you in a second. So let's go over the mission special rules. So it's a recon mission. Map board selection is rolled directly on the city map board, except for the first map board, which is rolled on the village map board. We'll get into the proper mission after this. We'll cover what this means later on. ECR drive, no when it starts. Variable ELR depending on the units. Normally with early war Russians, you're guaranteed to get a lot of 427s, maybe a 447, and as it turned out, the odd 458 or even a 628 that might crop up, because there's modifiers to your die rolls. So even unless you're rolling snake eyes, you're not going to get, or a 4 or less, let's say, you're not going to get a real quality first line or elite unit, or elite unit anyways. That's going to change this one because there's this MSR rule where there's a -2 die roll on the R2 table, and the R2 table for 1941 gives you a +2 for the year. So basically that's going to offset that. If you look at right here, +2 if the year is 39 to 41. So that's going to be offset. So, you know, 5 or less, and you're looking at getting elites in the crew. There's probably going to be a lot more 447s in this game. So we'll see how that all pans out. So it'll be interesting. The rest of this only really applies to calculating victory points. If I can expose or find a VPO with no concealed units, then I'll get additional victory points, which goes towards overall mission success. So let's look at the mission itself. This is what you're looking at here. So I rolled the village map board 17 Zulu, and then the city map board was board Zulu, orientated as you see. Now, next you do a number of VPO locations, which is a variable number given, you know, the way solitaire works. And using table A6H, I rolled a 2, which meant there's no VPOs on the first map board. Now, this mission, recon, you could have a virtual unlimited number of map boards depending on how you roll. Not unlimited, there will be a finite number based on the game end. But what it would look like is you start off with 2 map boards. So the friendly force is set up on the leftmost one, and the enemy force sets up on the rightmost one. And as you get within 3 whole hexes of this board edge, you activate subsequent boards. Now they're all going to be city boards because this is the the Viking Division 15 Reconnaissance Company reconning into the city. So it's going to be recon mission done in a city. So all the subsequent map boards, as you saw in the other MSR, were going to be city map boards, which of course makes it interesting. A lot of dense terrain for them to hide in. Luckily, there's not going to be much in the way of VPOs, so maybe anywhere from 0 to 2 per board, which you know, makes it tolerable, but they're going to be in stone buildings, which is going to make it harder to ferret them out. So I'm going to have a compromise where I'm going to have to risk activating further map boards and VPOs, because I get victory points for each non-initial map board, and so that helps me. But on the other hand, if there's a VPO, which I won't know the value of until the end, I could end up penalizing myself. So I'm going to have to make a call at some point to stop reconning forward and just clear with what I'm dealing with at the time. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Mission parameters are all been rolled for, as you can see. So right now, friendly RE is a 4-5, enemy RE is 3-4, and again, a low activation number of 2, which is really great for me. It'll be variable die rolls added to it. So right now, city map board is going to be a +2, -1 for being in a stone building and or adjacent to a VPO. So there may not be any modifiers. So I could see a lot of suspects actually disappearing. And we'll see how that goes. I'll have to make that call at some point. But at any rate, the AC is 2, which is usually what you want to see for a friendly player. No wind at start. EC are dry, and we're in the month of August. ELR, again, you have the variables. So 3 is for first line and below, and any Russian elites are 4, whereas my unit is completely elite, and they're 5s across the board. Sniper, Germans have a 3, and the Russians have a 5. So we start off with turn 1 as the Axis move first, and the game could possibly end on game turn 10. And if you look here at the mission end rules, basically on turn 10 and every even turn after that, I will make a die roll to see if the game ends with a modifier for every 2 boards activated. So again, this is the balance I got to do. I could go on forever with a limited number of boards. I could advance a lot of boards, but if I activate a lot of VPOs and make the battle too tight, I could end up losing by in that manner. So right here you can see the victory point schedule. So control of VPO is obviously a key. Again, the value of which is determined at mission end. Enemy gets victory points for killing me, and friendly gets victory points for activating map boards, as well as enemy guns and pillboxes. Yeah. Mission special rules for recon. Subject to increase friendly enemy REs every 5 turns. MSR 3 does not apply in this one because I'm a motorcycle reconnaissance company and I have motorcycles, so that's the only thing that's going to affect that. Yeah, so that's mission 3 recon and the parameters, and this is what it looks like. So I rolled no VPO on the first city map board, and thus my first turn is going to be basically moving my guys forward as quickly as possible to advance. Now, there's risks to this because I have no idea what I'm going to activate as the third board, and my initial thought was to just have my leader-led squads just basically make beelines down these straight lines as much as possible. And the minute I get to, in this case, 03 or even BB2, I activate a map board. Now, if I'm on the road and you can see a board activating, there easily could turn against me. I could, generate another heavy machine gun, maybe the 458, and moving it open would just, it would just decimate me. So I have to be careful. I'm probably going to do it much more cautiously than I did in the previous mission. But that's what you're looking at. So I'm going to have 2 scouts on motorcycles. Everybody else is going to be dismounted because I'm in a city and I'm not going to be moving that quickly. I think I have enough leadership movement that I don't necessarily need to deal with motorcycles and all of that entails. Most of my guys are going to be close to the board edge at the end of this turn anyways, so it doesn't really make a difference. So let's get started. All right, so German turn. Rally phase, none. Prep fire phase, none. Movement phase. So again, I roll for command die rolls to see if my off-board German units can move. So I roll a 5. So this A1 is in command. That's a good start. And anybody within 2 hexes, i.e. this motorcycle crew, will be able to move as well. So that's going to be the first unit I'm going to move. And because there's no enemy and I'm where I am, I can set up everything concealed. So the first one is going to be this motorcycle moving. So start up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, I think open ground is worth more. So let me confirm. Oh, it's 3. Okay. So start up 1, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 20. At this point, I activate a board. So it's going to be right on the city map board. So it's going to be an 8, which could be board 21 or board 68. It's a 1, which means it's going to be city board 21, orientation. The number will be to the southwest. Number to the southwest. All right. Now I have to roll to see how many VPOs show up. So that's a single dice on A6H. A 3, which I believe is 1. Yes, 3 to 5 is 1 and a 6 is 2. So there's 1 VPO located. So where's it located? Number 1 on board 21. Find the table. Board 21, 1 is B2. So B2 has a VPO in it. B2. Interesting. So that's my first VPO. All right, so now we have to place suspect counters, and if you refer to our special rules, the recon mission has been overruled, and I'm supposed to use case 41D, 41 Delta, to determine where they actually are. So that means one suspect in each VPO location, and as well as each concealment terrain location within 2 hexes of each VPO location. Now this is a level 2 building. That is a lot of suspects. Wow. Alrighty, it might be a while. Luckily, cellars aren't in effect. First floor, second floor. So right like that, we have 12 counters in a wooden building. Oy vey. Hmm. So we set 21 here, 24. With a -1 for being on the motorcycle won't do. 24, 25. I think I'll go one more just to see what I can. Oh, and I gotta put one within every 2 hexes. Let me do that quickly. Every concealment terrain within 2 hexes of each VPO location. Wow, that is a big cluster. Makes me wish I had artillery. Oof. Yeah, luckily cellars are not in effect. All right, so this is going to be interesting. Oh wait, sorry. This is a built-up map board, so place my built-up map boards. All right. So I got ahead of the game here. Let me pull all this off. We use a special table when it comes to built-up map boards, which look like, where is it? Right here, this A9E built-up map board placement. So for each location, for each hex, I should say, I roll this dice, single die, to see where I had potential lands. If nothing is listed, or I get a none result, then there's no thing there, except for VPO location. There has to be at least one suspect counter in a VPO hex. All right, so 1 through 6. So let's go D1 first. Is a 5 is the second level. C2. 4 is each level. And then we go B2. A 4 is each level. B3. Ever since a trend, that's 3 4s in a row if you were counting. All right. Then we do every hex within 2. So let's go EE1 first. So if I get a none result, these are not BPO hexes, so they don't, they may not have anything as we go. So a 1 is ground level. C1 is each level, so ground level. B1 is first level, so none. What is that, A4? There's one on A4. B4, ground level. E3 is ground level. And then we have F2. A 1 ground level only. So I saved myself 4 suspect counters. Okay, not much better, but it's still interesting. So what are we at here? 24, I believe. Yeah, I think I'll stop there. All right, the rest of these guys here. Now I have to change my plan of attack. What's that going to look like? If I come into here, what do I have anyways? 3, 4, 6, 8 and an LMG. Target. Second row is a target. First and second, it would be a target. Yeah, so they're going to aim for this building here. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could CX to go in, and then they would be ground floor here on the advance. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we got that done. Let's move this scout now. So let's do command die roll on this squad here. 4, so he's in command as well, which means the scout can move. Start at 1. Uh, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'll assume he's going to lose concealment based on these second level dudes up here. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 24, 25. Oh, forgot the motorcycle. 25, 26, 27, 28. Yeah. All right, so now where am I going to send my main force? If I set up in the first floor of this building, they'll be able to shoot everything here, but that's too far away. This would be exposed. These would be blocked because of the height of the building. Would it? It's a level 2 obstacle there on the second floor. Yeah, that would be block line of sight, so they'll have basically a good advance all the way up to this building over here. And 2 will be visible. If I head to this wooden building, I mean, eventually I want to end up here in the stone building, up on the second level, but in the interim I can move to this wooden building. That'll give me good arcs of fire onto this stuff here. Yeah, so I think we'll do. Staying on the road, gonna double time it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dismantled mortars. We'll do these guys first, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, everybody's gonna double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Except for you guys. One, two, three, 4. Should have done my command roll first. You guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see if anything can see second level, eh? So you can see right there. All right. So that's it for German movement phase. We go into Russian defensive fire, which there is none. No advancing fire. No road phase, and we go to advance phase. So you're going to advance into this building. You're going to advance off the bike. No, you can't do that. You got to do it in your movement phase. You'll advance into here, I think. That way you have covered approaches as you get closer. Yeah. All right. So nice short abbreviated German turn 1. We go into the Russian rally phase, of which there's none. There's not going to be any firing going on. Oh wait, a random event. A 4, so they get a random event right off the bat. Lovely. Snake eyes. OMG. Ugh. If more than one good order infantry unit is in a building location, make a subsequent die roll and consult the following respective paragraph. Determine the unit randomly. If such unit, if more than one exists. Okay, so single die roll is a 6. Can't be good. Yeah, booby trap. So there's a booby trap in a building. So between this building and this building. So random results, this building first. And the other one, of course, got to be the 9-1. So booby trap has went off in that building. All right. All units in location are attacked by the booby trap as the first event in the upcoming prep fire phase. If you're wondering what I'm reading, it's basically this was the first result. Subsequent die roll determined it was a booby trap, which is this result. So in the prep fire phase, I make 2 dice roll, determine the firepower, and then I carry out that attack. It's a 10 firepower attack. And it's a -3 because it's in a stone building. So this has gone from bad to worse. 10. Seven on the 10 is a 1 morale check. 9-1 first. Pinned. 4-6-8 is pinned. 4-6-8 without a gun is good. And the medium is broken. Awesome. Awesome start. So that was a prep fire. As I said, there's not going to be any firing because nobody's got line of sight. Well, that's not true. I could fire these guys. I could spray fire those two with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What would that be? 12, 15, 7.5, 7 firepower. -1 halved would be 3.5 -1. Yeah, 3.5 -1. I could spray fire both of these hexes, which I think is what I'm going to do. Right, so he's in command. Oh, no modifier because they're CX'd. So we fire 3.5 firepower, no modifier. 7 on the 3.5, probably nothing. Oh no, that's PTC, but that's concealment stripping, so it doesn't apply on the IIFT if you have a CTC result. It's a conditional task check, and it only applies to unconcealed units. So is ineffective. Okay. No Russian units activated, so the rest of the phase is basically going to be nothing. And we're into the German turn 2. I wish they would change this with the next version of Vassal. V-save. All right, so German random event. I can't roll for that yet because there's no unit activated. Let me confirm that with the MSR. Normally, you need an enemy unit to be activated before you can start rolling. Yeah, only enemy REs can occur, even if there's nobody activated. So I don't even get that. But we do wind change to see if anything happens. Gusting, not that there's any smoke, so it's not applicable. This sniper, we're going to move closer. Put him here. Basically, the way the mission goes, because you can have a variable number of map boards, what you do is you take off the first map board, and as you go along and units are cleared of it, you just keep removing map boards and you replace sniper counters, etc. So that'll be going on as we go. All right, we have our German rally. He is not rallied. That's a good start. Love it. All right, we're into the German prep fire phase. I can do this again. (3.5) -1 this time on these two units, or I can do 7 -1 on one. Or I can put them into Overwatch, move this half squad, and then once something's activated, I can have them fire then. No, I think I'll just clear them up one by one. So I'll do 7 onto this guy here. 7 with a -1. Yeah, sniper. Great. Nothing. So we're on a 4 on the 7. Is a 2 check. So something is activated potentially. It is a 5, so it's not going to be anything. So again, if you want to know what those values are for activation, you look at the variables involved, which for us consist of adjacent to VPO, non-applicable, stone building, -1, non-applicable, +2 on the city map board. So there's not going to be a lot of activations generally going on. Except for the VPOs on a 1 or 2, you might see something. But all these ones that are not in the in buildings, well, that may be adjacent, you might get a result. At any rate, that's a prep fire. You're going to move. You can't see anything yet. Not true. You could fire on him. No, you can't. The orchards be in the way, blocking lines of sight. Can't see. Everybody else is going to move. So we'll go right to the German movement phase. And we'll start with you first. Yes, you can move. So you're going to dismount. For 2 and go 3-4. Which would make you 1, 2, 3, 4 as a 0. So the first and second levels, well, first level for this guy can check to see if they're activated. That is a 2. So 2 is going to be, actually he's -2 up on the second level. -3, -4 with a +2 with a total of -2. So the higher up in the level you are, obviously the better your chance of activating. So something is activated there. And it is a 6. 6 is a squad. So 6 on the table R2 is going to be a 447. So we have a 447 appearing up on the first level. And he will defensive fire. So we have 4 firepower. No modifier. 6 on the 4 PTC. Oop, wrong one. Yeah, NMC. Good. Sniper check. No sniper. All right, you guys have to move, so I'm going to leave the leader behind to rally, or will I? I can always use you in place. That's what I'll do. So these guys are all going to move forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Can't see, or 2, 4 I've already fired. Possibly you. Nope, building's in the way. So you can see that hex right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All right, you guys here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The leader's going to get out. Jump in the building. Forgot the roll command again. You guys don't have a leader, so you have to roll individually. So let's do you guys first. So I have 2 8s. 1, 2. Yep, they can both move. Where are you guys going to go? You're going to be my assault force going in, along with you. So you're going to come over this way into this set of buildings here, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I got 6 crews. Right from the top down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can all move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can move as well. So you're going to advance another map board. You're still in motion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I paying 1 per hex? Half movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Now the board's activated. It is board number 5. Board 20. Orientation. Numbers to the bottom left. Hopefully nothing shifts when I do this. Okay. In the past, sometimes counters that straddle 2 boards would jump around. It looks like everything is in place. All right, number of VPOs, table A6H. 2 is none. Well, that's good, right? And the VPO schedule says that I get victory points for every board. 2, so I'm already at 4 victory points. Nice. Now again, I could game the system, and basically I'm already up 4. If I can clear out that VPO building, which I might have to do depending on how tough it is to get over there. That should be enough victory points, barring any losses, to guarantee a victory. And I won't have to explore any more map boards. We'll see how that goes. See how that goes. All right, so that's my movement phase. We have other Russian defensive fire. Nothing is worth shooting or can shoot. Advanced fire phase. The 248's not going to bother firing. A 1+3 is not worth even considering. No route phase, and we go into advanced phase. All right, you guys are going to advance up to the first level. You're going to advance into here, which is going to activate this one here. A 1, that's an activation. An 11. 11 is a squad and a half squad, so 2 squads. Russians don't deploy. 1, 2, so a 4-2-6, I believe. No, a 5-2-7 and a 4-4-7. Okay. You're going to advance into the wood building. You're going to advance down the road. Yeah. You're going to come over here. Start working your way through the orchard. Come down the road. And that'll be that. No close combat. And we're into Russian turn 2. Rally phase. So wind change die roll. REs, nothing. Germans have 1 rally. All right, so we go into a prep fire. Oh, I moved up, but they can't see now. That was stupid. Russian prep fire, so these guys are going to fire. Yes, they can. Onto this squad here, so that's going to be a 6 table. No modifier. 7 on the 6. I think it's a PTC. No, NMC. Well, I'm off my tables today. More morale check, so he's good. 447. You now have a new target. You could fire on this guy. Long range. Let's see what they're going to do according to the rules. So that's a 4. A 4 on the shooting table. Closest PRC. No PRC exists. Fire at closest target, least terrain. All right, so he's going to fire at the half squad. So 4, no modifier. Snake eyes. K2. Thanks for coming out. Before we do that, let's look at the casualty bin. Yeah. Good old snake eyes. Russian movement phase, non-defensive fire phase for the Germans. So we're gonna have you fire on the 447. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 15 plus 2. Oof, there you go. 4 on the 15. 3 check. K3. Very good. And your first line, so you have a 3 ELR, would cancel out, so you're good. You're just broken, you're not reduced. And I have rate of fire on the medium, so I could fire again, which I will do. Or on the heavy, I should say. So 7 firepower plus 2. Pushed it. That's the only thing I can see on the German side. So we go Russian advance fire phase, nothing. Route phase, nothing. And we go to Russian advance phase. So these guys are going to come in here onto the ground level. And that is going to be it for the Russian turn. To German turn 3. Came upstairs at the wrong time. I can always fire on the first and second level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You'd be long range though. So you're firing at 6, 9 halved would be 4.5 with a plus 1, 2. 4.5 plus 2. Or I move. I think I'll move at any rate. Let's take a picture. That's right, yeah. Sure. All right, so rally phase. So you can lose your desperation. It's only broken unit, and it's a Russian, and I can't self-rally on a friendly turn. Wind change die roll. Is it 7? I need a 5. Yeah. Go to prep fire phase. So what am I going to shoot? You're going to shoot onto the ground floor of this building. So it's going to be 12, wrong, can't do math, 15 plus 2. That's a wooden building. Plus 1, 15 plus 1. Good thing they had a leader with him. 9 on the 15 is a normal morale check. 1, 2, oof. That's a funny bunch of examples, eh? You could heat a battle. Well, you're a berserk. Wow. No rate of fire on the medium. It cost 1 berserk unit and you broke, and casualty reduced 447. That is a long open run that 527 has to make. Okay. So the rest of the German forces are going to be moving. So let's deal with you first. You're in command, barely. All right, so you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. 5, 6. 527 will shoot 2.5 firepower with a plus 2. 7 on the 2.5. Nothing. Any rate, keep moving. So I got 2 scrolls to make here to see if they can move. 1, 2. One's panicked. You can continue the assault. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I CX? Five. CX1 advance. No, it's fine. He won't. He'll just stay there. All right, you guys, 6 rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Everybody except for the first ATR crew can move. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's fine. You stay there. You are in command. So you're going to join your fellows over here. It's the best way to do that. Blocked line of sight to there, except for you. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 chances of activation. What would you need? You'd be at a -1 with a +2 with a +1 total. So unless I roll a 1, you wouldn't be activated. Yeah, they'll do it. I'll go down the road here. 1, 2. Roll for activation on him. So this is where a Snake Eyes will kill me. And a normal activation check, a 3 is nothing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Will be the best way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Advance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. CX. Advance. Yeah, they'll CX. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so motorcycle half crew or half squad. What should I do with you? Do another map board? You'll move into position, but you're not going to activate a board. So can you move? Yes. 1, 2, turn 3, 4, 5, turn 6, 7, 8. We'll stop here. Yeah, we'll stop there in anticipation of if we need to, we can rush forward and activate another map board and get another 2 victory points. All right, Russian defensive fire phase already done. Advancing fire phase. I have you to fire. So what is that? 15.5, 7.5 plus 1 on the bottom floor. 7.5. Or I could go 3.5 and fire on the first or second there. Well, the second anyways. With the +1. 3.5 with the +1. Or 7.5 with the +1. Let's go 7.5 +1. Try and eliminate or reduce that 5 to 7. Nope. And that was it for that. Route phase, none. You go back here and hang out. Probably should have done that with the broken half squad here as well, but I failed to. All right, advance phase. You're good there. You'll advance 1. You'll advance into the trees. Leader's going to advance back onto the troop, while the squad is going to join the stack. Oh, just get rid of that. And then, actually, the squad will move there, the leader will join him there. I think that's good. I should have dismounted while it was on here. And that's it for the German turn 3. Russian turn 3, wind change die roll. Is a 6? No, it's no random event. They need a 3-4. They do have 2 self-rallies, so they have a 6 and they have a demoed 4, which is not going to be doable, but I'll do the 6. Yep. And the I basically need snake eyes for the that guy. All right. I believe that's it. Yep. Prep fire phase, we have a 237 that can fire. And it's going to fire 2 firepower plus 3. Nothing. Then we go into movement phase. And our Berserk 527 proceeds to charge. So he's going to go 1. See if this guy can act. Yes, he can. He's in command. So we have 15 firepower with a -3 onto here. Oof, that's okay. 1 on the 15's 2K. Yep. Guess that's one way to get rid of him. That's it for movement phase. Then we have defensive fire phase. The 9-1's going to fire on the half squad. Yes, good thing he's a 9. He's in command, barely. And that is 24 plus 1. So we have a 9 on the 24. The 2 check. It should have been ELR. Why wasn't ELR? Oh, that was the one below it. Broken. 8 minus 2, 7 is a 5, plus 3 is 8, so still, okay, just broken. If it would have been a 9, it would have been ELR. No rate of fire either. All right, that's it. And then we go basically into the route phase. So these guys are going to retreat down to the ground floor of this over here and join this broken 4 there. Advanced phase none, close combat phase none. Then we go into the German turn 4. Right, game's almost half over. I take a quick break here, guys. I'll be back in a bit. YouTube, you won't notice anything. Just see the next video. I'm going to take a cut here as well. Again, if you like what you see, by all means give me a like on the YouTube channel. Comment down below on what you would have done differently and if I've forgotten anything. And I'll see you guys in the next video.